seen a lot of your old teammates, teammates and rivals, right? They've all stepped away. They've all had their moments. What is your sentiments on the dreaded question?
What, if I'm retiring?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you had a chance to play the new Black Ops 7 beta?
We're just getting into it?
Yeah.
No, I was at Charlotte, so I haven't played any of the beta, but I was watching it, and it does look really fucking fun.
When you look at my sniper
Oh my god,
clips,
he's back to cut.
are you
Insane.
inspired?
Yeah, they're insane. It makes me think that sniping has a lot of potential because you make it look so easy.
But then have you seen Dashy snipe?
Yeah, but it's not really the same.
Well, I won't tell them that if you won't. A lot of people are saying that it has a very IW old school feel to it. I personally don't see it. I see it more of a like a Black Ops 3, like the first iteration of wall running. Like I see that mechanic more for me and the way that I play because I'm very cracked. Have you seen any similarities that make you sort of feel it?
The health bars is similar. Like in IW, when you shot somebody, they had a health bar over their head, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure. So when I watch this game and I see like the wall running,
I don't think there were health bars
like
in
wall
IW.
running, like in Black Ops 3 it was kind of like clunky. You get on the
Pretty
wall,
sure there were absolutely not
you'd
health
feel
bars
like
in
every
IW.
step on the wall while you're doing it. This game in IW kind of felt like more like you could get on the wall, bounce off the wall, kind of like fluid, So in that sense, and especially the health bar thing and the way the maps look, it does kind of give me an IW feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at your entire career,
Hammer might be
if you
hammered.
take your Matthew Piper self out of your entity and you see just Formal as this
Was there health bars in IW?
competitor,
Now I gotta fucking think
and you
about
look
it.
at
Was
your
there?
entire Call of Duty career, which
I
Call
don't
of
remember.
Duty do you think that you peaked at? That if there was a 1v1, V1, V1, V1,
He's gonna say
all of
IW.
them are different iterations of Formals. Which Call of Duty are you
gonna
the
say
best
IW.
at? And then I have a follow-up question.
I mean, definitely IW, right? Like, just from the start of the year to the end of the year, like, I was, like, all in. Like, was doing all my pro point matches, like, every night, fucking meeting these, like, priestas and the fucking, these kids that were only, like, doing the pro point matches, the fucking, the dramas, like, those type of kids. I was, like, playing with them every night.
Holy fuck, what a pull.
If I were to do that now, fuck no, I wouldn't do it now. But back then, I was down to do it.
What is it
every
about
night.
now that you wouldn't be able to do it? Just
A little, I don't know, just kind of was like so angry from the Black Ops 3 year and the way it ended and how good we were, and then still come up short. Just kind of like gave me a different type of like intensity for all of IW. Like, wasn't really friendly with many pros, was really like,
They're
I'm down
new
for
job.
eights, I'll be in the lobby, but I'll be deaf and let me know where teams are picked, like that type of style.
True.
Yeah, I just had a lot of like hate that year, truthfully.
Would you say that that is the best iteration of Formal, or is there another 18-year-old to 30-year-old Formal in there? So that is 12 different iterations of Formals that we've seen from the time that you were 18 to the time that you were 30. If you were to put them all in a free-for-all with everything on the line, like each iteration has to play for whatever it means the most in that particular year, who wins?
Yeah, I mean, probably the IW one, because like, I don't know if I would say that was the best version of like myself, but to competitors around me, they probably saw me in a different type of light where they were kind of just really scared to play against me. Like,
They just
if I were to put all the formals now against that formal, where they join the lobby, that one's deafened,
Yeah.
like, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, and everyone, like, the 2021s making jokes in the lobby,
Yeah.
like talking to game chat and shit. Like, it's just, there's just different versions of myself. That one would probably win.
Yeah.
Because he was the most like,
the most locked in.
yeah.
And obviously, with the
Yeah.
experience that you've gained from all the previous iterations of yourself onto this one,
Yeah.
to be fully focused and fully locked in, is that something that you can unlock at every moment, or like what is preventing today Formal from reliving or reigniting that IW Formal?
If you want the honest truth, it's
Yeah.
just because I want to push my teammates to be their IW formals.
Got it.
Whereas that one didn't give a fuck. That one didn't give a fuck how Seth, Krim, or Damon were playing. That one truthfully did not care. That one just wanted to make sure that I was playing the best I possibly can. Whereas now I'm too like experienced and wise to the things in my environments around me while I'm playing in tournaments that I'm always thinking about how this guy's feeling, why he might be calming that differently, why he might not be giving me the right look when I'm fist bumping him. Like, I'm thinking about all these things, where back then I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, he's track, I don't care. You know, it was like, now it's like I want to get to the bottom of it instantly, and I want to fix it instantly. Where it's like, I don't know if that's like selflessness or if that's more hyper aware of just things more and wanting to fix problems and squash them right when they happen. But yeah, it's just different versions of myself for sure.
You obviously have been around long enough to sort of be put in positions to inadvertently have pupils that come up, you know, beneath
Right.
you, right? Like who came from the school of formals.
Right.
Obviously Dashi being like the number one superstar that has sort of came from your schooling. Do you, having seen that and having seen the impact that your leadership or your tenure or the admiration that someone younger than you had for you, did something click in your head that said, hey, I need to be this person now for not just Dashi, but for my teammates today, for the legends, the Bounds, the Renegades?
I actually think when I started teaming with Dashi that what I'm talking about now with trying to push my teammates ahead kind of actually started happening. Whereas like before that, in 2019, for example, when I went to LG and I was playing with a bunch of new players, I truthfully wasn't trying to like elevate them to their best version of themselves. I was trying to make sure I wasn't getting shit on. You know? When I played with Brandon, probably because we had such similarities as people and players, like that I felt like I could not necessarily hold his hand, but like show him things that I've done in the past that he could easily pick up on because we are so similar. Like we both like sniping, we're both ARs, we both like chowing. Very similar sense of humors. So it's like, it was like so easy for me to be able to sit here in the HQ with him late night and talk to him.
Impart something.
Yeah, exactly. And to give him little pieces here and there, whether or not it's like a trolley way, whether or not, you know, I know that he's, you know, when we walked back to our apartment and I went right and he went left, like there's certain things that he probably took from certain nights that he probably thought about on his walk back that I didn't even think he would hold, you know? So like, I think that's kind of where this version of myself kind of started. And I just haven't been able to switch back to the more selfish version of myself.
You know, it's good that you had that moment because, believe it or not, it has echoed through time to the point to where last year, very early on, when the kid first came onto the team, when Mercules came onto the team, I sat down with both Dashi and with Shotzi, and I said, I'm like, you two come from a very specific school. You come from the formal school, you come from the Scumpy school. And maybe not necessarily from your gameplay, but from just though, like Shotzi specifically, it wasn't necessarily the gameplay or the same thing, even though they were SMGs, but the way that he maneuvers in business and how he manages his brand, he came from that very noticeable Scump school. Where Dashi, as you just mentioned, came from yours. So it made it easy for me to be like, you guys have come from schools prior to you. Is this kid gonna come from your school or is this kid gonna come from your school? But you need to have somebody that learns something from you so that you can impart something on them so that your legacy can continue to live on. But not only just your legacy, but you know, the formal legacy or the or the Scumpy legacy, right? Like we all come from this very specific lineage of people, and how good they are in game is also going to be a reflection on you because, and I told Dashi, I'm like, how good do you think formal feels when you do good and then you give him a shout out at the end? Like whether he admits it or not, like it is meaningful, of course. So it helped you becoming the person that you did too. Dashi has helped now with Mercules. So it's a pretty gnarly moment for me to witness, of course, as the granddad.
And we all come from you, so.
That's right. That's right. I told him.
He's a Dracula.
I am the one. Now, obviously, we're heading into Worlds, right? We just came in third in this last matchup. Anything that you need to touch on as to what went wrong, or is this just one of those things where it's just like simple Sunday?
Truthfully, like I don't want anyone to think about anything that's happened this whole year. I just want everyone to watch the Worlds. Yeah. I think. Just watch the Worlds. Worlds is going to be, I think, the perfect send-off for this scene. Whether or not there will be a new HCS season come 2027, 2028, whatever it might be. Whether I might be there, these are all questions that are unknown. So I think that this Worlds will be the perfect send-off for not only the franchise, but for also the players, because I think it's kind of what we deserve. It seems like there's going to be a lot of people there. You know, I don't think it was a great turnout in Charlotte because I think a lot of people were saving their money to go to Worlds since it's so close. Yeah. But yeah, I do think it'll be a good, closing to the book of this chapter of HCS.
Speaking of the players, so not necessarily yourself or from your POV, what do you think all the pro players or the professional Halo players are going to do?
Buffer! What the hell? Cringe.
What what do you think all the pro players or the professional Halo players are going to do post champs, post worlds?
So I think over half of them will probably take a stab at the CDL.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like you've had players like me, Shotzi, Hook, Frosty, Enable, all kind of lay out the groundwork and, you know, Crim, like just show that it's possible.
It's kind of crazy that the majority of people that have come from Halo to COD have been like,
not try.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Kind of my thing. I mean, what's the
Track
alternative?
record's
You know,
like
you sit around and
10
play
for
Halo
10.
with not much interest at all. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a no-brainer to me. But I'm me. You know, I don't really. I'm not going to speak for them, but they should try the CDL. Why not?
So you've seen a lot of your old teammates, right? The Dynasty, Shotzi, Scrumpy, Formal, Crim6. They've all, you know, teammates and rivals, right? They've all stepped away. They've all had their moments.
I bet karma.
What is your sentiments on the dreaded question?
What if I'm retiring?
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, I've kind of come to terms with this is probably my last event.
Damn.
Whether that means like I'm gonna flip a switch and not be competitive anymore, that's probably not true. I mean, do I want to compete in COD? Not really. I don't want to go start at 31 and, you know, tarnish any legacy that I had there. And
Is that a fear? Do you think that it would tarnish something? Because
not
like I said,
necessarily a fear, but more of like a reality I think could happen. And
I'm going to tell you a reality, okay? I'm going to tell you a very
That's
harsh
crazy to
reality
hear,
for
bro.
me. When Michael Jordan came back out of retirement and played as 45 for the Hornets and for the Magic and all that, the Magic wasn't really there for him. And no matter how bad he did, which wasn't that bad, obviously, he's him. As one of, I wouldn't say I'm one of the biggest fans, but as a major fan of Jordan, like none of his legacy was in any way, shape, or form tarnished. And I'm not telling you to go play Call of Duty, because I know that what I would be, if I convince you to play Call of Duty, I know what I would be doing. I would be putting myself in a position to have to make a decision on, does my form go somewhere else, or do I, do something? So for me, and knowing you and your skill level and your competitive drive, I often wonder like if going for a trifecta of different games would be something that's interesting to you, right? Like, do you want to go and dominate Apex? Is Apex big enough for you? Like,
it's always interesting the thought, right? Like the Valorants, the CSs, the League of Legends, the Apexes, I mean, I've been asked a million times in my chat if I've ever wanted to compete in a different game besides Halo and COD, what would it be? Always had different answers, right? It's always appetizing, and always the thought of it, of doing it would be like, I mean, it'd be like eternal, right? Like no one's ever really done it before. It'd be obviously godlike, it'd be sick, but I mean, like I just don't know if I have that in me at this point. Like it's a whole nother, like, I don't know, it's just a pool that, you know, I'm okay with not stepping in.
yeah.
Cool with my jacuzzi, like,
Yeah.
you know. It's just a big like what if, and who knows? Because I could wake up tomorrow. I'm the type of person that could wake up tomorrow and be like, yo, I kind of want to fucking do this. I'm bored as shit now. You know, three months from now, I'm in the off season. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm on Seth's watch party. I'm having fun. I get back to my house. I'm falling asleep. And I'm like, dude, I kind of want to fucking play something, bro. I'm like sick of watching. Like that could happen to me overnight, any night. Truthfully, it could happen any night. So I'm not gonna say this is my last event, but I mean, like I'm kind of taking the mindset that if it is, then
You have to win.
then it's all in, you know.
Yeah.
And if it is, then then I want to leave the building knowing I like couldn't have done anything more, no matter what happens. You know?
Do you tell your teammates like, listen here, you little punks?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into what we talked about after the event in the hotel room together, but that was mentioned. Like, listen, man, this is the end of the road for Formal. Like,
Don't fuck it up.
I'm giving you all I have.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Listen, a lot of people say that some people don't need more pressure, but from a competitive standpoint, every competitive player needs more pressure. Anything that can trigger an extra bit of juice out of that squeeze to be more competitive and get that win is what you need. And if lying, if promising, if whatever it takes to make that, adding more pressure, whatever it takes is what that competitor needs. So anytime somebody says like, well, no need any more pressure or don't need to anybody, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, you do. You need to put the entire pressure of the world in order for something to really, really be able to be squeezed out of. Any final thoughts heading into Worlds? Any message to the Green Wall, everybody that's been supporting you from the beginning? you know, before you answer that, I need you to know that no matter what your decision is, I'm along for the ride. If you want to go play something else, I will fucking build a team for you. Whatever it is that you want to do, I'm here to support because I want to be a part, as I have been, of your legacy. And if getting a trifecta in a different game is in the cards, like I want to be there for every step of the fucking.
Dude, imagine Matt goes to PAX and it's
been
just
over a decade
fucking
with
him.
Optic and the Green Wall. Like the support obviously it's unmatched, right? Like let's just be honest, it's unmatched. There's not really any other orgs like it. I mean, for you, like watching us pretty much grow up has probably been pretty nuts. And massive shout out, you've always been like a father figure to all of us. So, and to the fans that have been watching us this whole year, like thank you for showing any interest in Halo, to be honest, and to this team. And I mean, these last 2 events are probably very disappointing to watch. And I mean, trust me, we were very disappointed as well. Just watch Worlds, all right? Just watch Worlds, that's all I ask for. And we'll make you proud.
Wow. Man, that's crazy. If it is his last event, that's kind of insane. I mean, he like pseudo retired for me already because he left Call of Duty. Obviously he's still competing in Halo, but like, you know, it's not the same at all. But I don't know, dude. If Matt actually just like stops competing in everything now, that'd be kind of that'd be absurd. I don't know why Matt just seems like the eternal competitor to me. I don't know why. He's just like, I don't know. I don't have like a word for it. He's just like eternalized as a competitor. So seeing him do that's kind of insane. But I don't know, man. If it's his last event and they win that shit, that's the most tippable fucking send off of all time, dude. That'd be absolutely fucking absurd. I'm sure the Green Wall ate that up. Yeah, if he does the watch party, it'd be sick too. It would be cool to have him back in Call of Duty if that is what he wants to do, obviously. Mal, thank you for the 23. Yeah, I would like to have him back in COD for sure. I think he's fucking obviously hilarious, but I think having just like his opinions about the game and everything that he brings as a competitive Call of Duty player would be cool. But I don't know. Oh man, God, dude, that's fucking absurd. If he that motherfucker, dude, if he retired, man. Listen, dude, I always say it. Matt was my favorite person to play against back then and still to this day. It's the best shit, bro, because either I'm dying or he's dying. And that was the like, I don't know, as my career went on, it became less fun and it became more of a job feeling. And like early, when I like originally went pro, probably up until like 2019, I would say, like the end of BO4 was like truly the most fun I had. And playing against like Matt and the Dynasty and all that stuff, dude, oh man, it was so good. Because you had to be on, and if you weren't, you were getting fucking shit stomped. That's how it was.